Thanks for tuning into No Wine in No Time. I'm your host Dave, and today we'll be talking about the relationship between alcohol and calories. So I got to ask the question, honey, does this wine make me look fat? You know, summer's here, and it seems like every weekend is full of graduation parties, weddings, and family cookouts. And when it comes to alcohol choices, wine lovers should really rejoice that we gravitate towards the fermented grape juice. In addition to all the heart-healthy benefits, wine is actually more of a waste-friendly alternative. So unlike beer and spirits that are abundant in calories and carbs, wine is somewhere in the middle. So let's talk about what a calorie actually is. The technical definition of a calorie is the amount of energy it takes to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. Way too technical. So what a calorie is basically what we put in our body that's being stored, that's going to come back as energy in the future. So the average person needs between 1,800 and 2,700 calories per day to maintain a steady weight. The more calories we have and the less we use them, of course, they're stored as fat. So there's a really interesting equation that I want to share with you that allows us to look at every specific wine and try to guess what calories that wine will have. Because if you think about the last time you took out a can of soup, you turned it over and you looked at the label and it actually had all the nutritional information. We don't have that same luxury in a wine bottle, and hopefully we never will. But at any rate, this equation is quite simple, and basically what we do is we take the alcohol content of the wine, multiply that by the ounces of the pour, and multiply that by 1.7. So there's the graphic that tells you exactly what we're doing. So let's put that into practice. Let's say we have a wine that has 14% alcohol by volume, and we're doing a 5-ounce pour. That would equal 120 calories. So let's look at that in terms of other alcohol alternatives. So if we look at a beer, looks very refreshing, very tempting, 160 calories or more depending on how dark the beer is. Rum and Coke, one of my favorites, about 400 calories in that particular glass of rum and Coke. So when we look at wine, not only is it a more waste-friendly alternative, but it certainly has some health benefits as well. Now the interesting thing is when we look at dry wines and sweet wines, a lot of people would guess that sweet wines are going to be much higher in calories. That's actually not true. The sugar that's in wine actually scores less on the calorie scale than the alcohol in the wine itself. So, I'm not a doctor, of course, and I'm not here to give doctorly advice. I would say to anybody, before you change your regimen, you should consult your physician and find out what's best for you. But overall, study after study after study, when we look to the alcohol side, the health benefits of drinking wine, and I'll underscore this, in moderation, is certainly outweighs spirits or beer itself. So that's all the time we have today. Tune in next time, and soon you'll know wine in no time.